Hey guys, hope you all are having a great evening or the morning, whatever the time you're watching. Welcome to the Mindstreet. So today it's going to be a special episode because we have our first female guest joining us. So one of the reasons why we invited her for the podcast is she was someone who congratulated me personally when we started this thing 3 weeks ago. So we always appreciate the people who support us. As a result, we invited her. And today we have Saumya Jayarathne joining us and Yashin Raj from the other side as usual. So welcome guys to Mindstreet. Hope you guys are gonna enjoy the video and watch till the end. How are you, Aki? How have you been doing?
Great, I would say, after a long time seeing new faces.
Yeah.
Because I run here and there and I feel like I don't belong anywhere. Now, today I'm here, tomorrow I'm somewhere else.
Yeah.
But yeah, feels good to see, the people I have never seen, but I always wanted to support.
So tell us how is your day? What you've been doing these days? Because I saw in your stories you've been working with your arts.
Yeah, that's my happy place. That's that's how I release my stress. But sometimes it feels good to have new hobbies. I mean, of course, if you run on a treadmill when you come home, you feel good, absolutely good. But sometimes stress is still there, right?
Yeah.
But this is how I release my stress. It feels good when I, complete the work and hang them on the wall. I'll be like, oh, I want it. I want it. I feel good. Yeah, and I kind of like to do collect. I like to learn lots of hobbies, I would say skills.
Hmm.
So whenever I feel bad, I have something to do.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's really
Because
good. How do you like connect with the art?
Okay. So when I paint something, my friends, Instagram or whatever the friends I have, they reach out to me and ask if I can do portraits of them. I can't do portraits. I can't do portraits because if I could, I would draw my mom and dad. I just can't. But I'm bit into animes. I really love these characters. So I kind of feels like I can draw them because the facial expressions are, how to say, very catchy, right?
Yeah,
So I kind of like how they look, and like with the other
the
things,
expression.
I feel good like when I draw them. So yeah, if you remember this one, if you have watched Jujutsu Kaisen, you
Yes,
know that
Jujutsu
exact
Kaisen. Yes,
moment,
I do.
right?
I do.
That is the one we've all been waiting. So I'll be like, oh, I'm connected, so I want to draw this. That's how I get connected.
I mean, those are not like just arts, right? It's just look phenomenal. Like
Yeah.
it's
Sometimes
fabulous.
people can call me that I'm doing, kiddish things. For me, it's not kiddish.
I mean,
It's totally not. That's my style. That's how I do things. I feel good. So I don't think animes are for kids. Some people be like, oh, animes are for kids. Isn't that cartoon? It's not cartoon. It's anime first of all, and I don't feel kiddish.
that's
Yeah,
totally
it's a
fair.
very controversial topic, right? About animes, if it's a cartoon or not.
Yeah, it's very much controversial.
Yeah,
But as soon as it gives you a happiness, if it makes you happy, then I don't think it doesn't matter whatever you do, right?
Yeah,
it really does. It really does.
Yeah.
it's so true. And the amount of detailing you have put into those images, like it's just phenomenal.
Thank you
How long
so
did it take
much.
to finish one of these? The one on the back.
This one,
Yeah.
that actually took time. I don't like when I start, I do the sketching and everything. Sometimes I run out of paint and I don't remember the paint I used to, paint the face. So
Yeah.
I just leave it there. Then, like after 2, 3 days, I again figure it out. And if I don't have enough paint, I go and buy. Sometimes it takes a week, to be honest, like 2 weeks.
Really?
That can
Still, yeah,
happen.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
time.
it's crazy.
it's just flow with the time. If I have time, I draw. If I have stress, if I can't talk to someone, then I definitely do this. Yeah.
That, that's actually a good thing what you said, to do some sort of hobby just to raise your stress. I don't know, music and art. It's something interesting. It's better. Like how you started.
Definitely.
Like were you good at like drawing when you were really really young, or you just started after coming to Latvia?
I used to draw. I
Okay.
used to draw, but this style, animes and everything, and I like these hand paintings also.
Hmm.
But I kind of understood I'm not good at painting. Other traditional paintings or whatever. The other styles. Then after quite some time, I felt like I can really, play with facial expressions.
Hmm.
So I, if I could show you the first one I drew, it's not good. It's
Right.
horrible. But with the time itself, I think I kind of cracked the code. I mean, there are like really nice and talented people, draw good things here on Instagram also. But I also kind of feel good when someone compliments me for what I have done.
Yeah.
Feels good.
I mean, it's, whatever you start at the beginning, it's not, it's always not the best. With the
Yeah,
time,
it
with the
always,
consistency, you get better on it.
always with the time.
Yeah.
Always with the
And I
time.
like the fact that she said like she like when she gets compliment, and I don't. I like when people keep themselves up, like not letting down, because we are not the most perfect like out there, right? There are many people who do better than us, but if
Yes,
you think from your mind that you are here, that's actually a good thing, because if you don't keep yourself up, I don't think anyone will do it else.
definitely. No one would come to you. I mean, there are some people, they are kind and they kind of feels like giving the same energy to the other people who wants to, do something in their life.
Yeah.
Because we all are, normal human beings, right? You can be a singer tomorrow, but today you are just a normal human being for me.
Yeah.
Right? If you give me a compliment and if you really see what I'm doing, if you acknowledge it, I kind of feel good, right? I kind of feel like, okay, I've been noticed. That is really good. If you can, sometimes I have realized this because we are interacting with lots of people, right? Today I have few, let's say 5 people in my circle. Tomorrow it can go like 10 or 20. But for me personally, I like to notice if you are doing something good. I always want to let them know that I like what they do. Not everyone should do the same, and you shouldn't you don't have to feel uncomfortable and let me know that I'm doing good or
Yeah.
whatever, right? You don't have to do the same what I do because I do that for you. That's totally fine. But I mean, it gives a good energy.
Yeah.
Sometimes we all need that.
Exactly. If the world worked like that, I think it would be a
Yes,
really good place. I don't think people appreciate these things, what we are doing,
yes,
right? But yeah, like I
yes,
said, if you think in your mind you are the best, I don't think the journey will be good at the end.
yes,
When you mentioned about friends, we saw in your Instagram you are hanging out with few of your friends consistently,
yes.
and that's a good thing, because I don't like, yeah, nowadays I don't see people like hanging out with the same people every day. They break their friendships, and it's not consistent. But I've seen in Instagram you are someone who's hanging out with few of your best friends for about,
Yes,
I don't know how many years. What do you have to
that
say
is a
about that?
really good question. That is a really good question. I have good friends, to be honest,
Hmm.
but people are different.
Yeah.
People are really, really different. Today, your best friend can be a bad friend tomorrow.
Yeah.
But what I believe is they are in your life in that particular period for a reason. They are there for a reason. If they are not with you tomorrow, then that is also for a reason. But the essence is that you have to value their presence when they are with you. So I have my one of my best friend. That's not wrong if I tell her that she is my best friend because she's in Sri Lanka. She's 4 years elder to me, and I don't feel that she's elder to me, like, because she's my role model, to be honest, because she has done lots of things in her life. And when she tells me, you Saumya, you have this, Saumya, you have this, you don't have to be this person because you are not that person, you know, I I know that I always can rely on her because I know that is coming from a good place. That is really precious to me. So I have these few friends in my inner circle, so I don't want to let them go. What I want is, if I have done something bad, you should come to me and let me know that I have done this. So I know if I want to correct my mistake, then I will correct my mistake. If I don't want to correct my mistakes, I wouldn't even mind doing bad for you at that particular time. But if you want good friends in your circle, what I believe is communication is the key. You have to communicate. You have to let them know that if you don't like something, you have to let them know, because we have fights with our own siblings, right? So these are people come out of nowhere and hang out with you. How do I know what you think? If you let me know, then I know, right?
True.
I think that's how I stay connected, and I just want that in my life. These few friends I have, I want them.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
really want them.
Sometimes you don't need like thousands friends to be with you, just a few, 3 or 4 friends with you. Like,
Just a few
because
friends,
when you're
yeah.
having a hard time, not all of your friends will come to help you, right? It's the
Yes.
3 or 4 of them. So it's better to keep them in your circle and the rest. I mean, friends.
And also,
Yeah,
from the other hand, you don't always feel going to different friends, even though you have 10 plus, right?
yeah,
We will always go to one or two people. So I don't think having 100 matters. If
Yeah,
that's you, that is enough.
it's more than enough. That's so true. And that communication part that you mentioned, right? That has to always be there within that close. I guess you have obtained that, right, with your inner circle.
Yes, what I tell is always the circle I have is golden. That's not just for Instagram or social media. That is really precious. For me, it means a lot because come on, we live here alone, right? No one's here. We have to have good people around us so we know that they care for us. If something happens to me, my emergency contact is my best friend here. So, of
Always.
course, we need good people around us.
yeah. I remember one quote where my coach said, like recently, you have to be friendly with everyone, but friends with few of them.
Yes, a
So
really good one.
yeah, you have to keep in mind that in
Yeah,
dealing with the friends, right? Communication, like you said.
of
But
course.
yeah, anyways, so guys, she is someone who's really into fitness and try to motivate people by sharing content through her social media. And she also had a massive weight loss, a huge transformation I saw in the pictures. And I don't know, enough of talking. I want to ask you about how you start this fitness journey. What was the main reason? And you are keep going basically. So what's the key for you to be consistent?
You know, when this reels pop up in my feed, some people might catch, words in a negative way, right? This is not about body positivity. Okay, if you feel comfortable with your tummy rolls, totally fine. That's okay, right? I was not comfortable. I didn't feel comfortable. Throughout my life, I was a fat kid. Okay, I was a fat kid. But when you are a teenager, when you grow up, it's not the same. It's not cute. It becomes fat, right?
Yeah.
That's the truth. So that's how I feel. My highest weight was about 92 or 3, somewhere in between. Can you imagine? I'm 5'1". That's too much for a girl, right?
Yeah.
No one can come to me and tell me, "Oh, Saumya, you look fine with your, huge body." That's not there. That shouldn't be the body positivity. I don't know. I didn't feel comfortable, so I wanted to change. And I failed multiple times, you know. I have done multiple dieting programs, keto, water diet, grape diet, egg diet, you name me. Anything, I've done them all. But I think if you want to lose weight, you have to understand what you consume, right? You have to know what you eat. Okay, sometimes, like, there are misconceptions. Some people told me back then, you can eat grapes as much as you want because that's water. Basically, you wouldn't get anything from it. I mean, if you don't know what you consume, if you don't know how many calories you eat, then I don't think these dieting programs and everything could help you,
Yeah.
This Instagram trend, shut up, count your calories. That is nice. That is nice. Exactly the same what people need to do,
Yeah.
right? So when I was 92, I thought I still look pretty.
What?
When I look at myself,
Yeah.
those like old pictures, I felt bad because I could have changed myself a bit earlier if
Yeah.
I realized that I don't look
But
good.
it's better. It's better. At least you made
Yeah.
the decision, right?
I think you need to really accept. You have to go in front of the mirror and see what you are.
Yeah.
And you have to find peace with it. You don't have to hate the person. You have to find the peace, and you have to figure out
Yeah.
a way to change yourself. Otherwise, that person will still be there when you're 60s or something. Then you still feel bad about you.
Yeah. I know one of the
Completely.
one of the main things I get from the people when I ask them like, why don't you work out? Sometimes it's the time, it's the money, but I don't think that's not the truth, right? If you really want it, you can make some time for it, and
Yes.
you
And
can
the
make it
reason,
happen.
JP, the reason,
Yeah.
sometimes for you to be a bodybuilder, for me to fit into my cute clothes,
Yeah.
still still a good reason, right?
Yeah.
The reason doesn't matter, the quality of the reason doesn't matter if it's unique to you, if that's what you want, right? No, everyone don't want to be a bodybuilder, everyone don't want to be a powerlifter, but still you have a good reason.
Yeah.
You have to show up for that. I don't think when it comes to fitness there are good reasons or bad reasons. If you show up, that's because you want something.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't see anything negative going to the gym or getting into a good shape. I don't see anything like negative at all
Of
because
course.
it gives you confidence. You go to
Confidence, courage.
yeah. I mean, it's a good mental relaxation, right?
You
You're working
you
as
also
so
feel good, right? When you do it,
Yes,
like going to the
definitely.
gym.
You
Yeah.
know,
yeah.
Sometimes, sometimes it's not about the workout. Sometimes I
Yeah.
grab a banana and my water bottle and I just go for the second time.
Really?
Really? Trust me. I have my demons to battle.
That's actually good.
I've done that.
Yeah.
I'm not even lying.
So what I was going to say about the weight loss, we were talking about the nutrition, right?
Yes.
And many people, especially in Sri Lanka, I have seen it. They just go to the gym. They do their workout like so hardly. They push themselves in the gym, and then they go back home. They eat everything, and they were like, "Why my body is not transforming? Why it's not like working out?" They do cardio, they do everything, but they have like they got no idea what they're putting in their mouth.
I
Yes.
And
mean that was me at one point, when I initially started going to the gym. I used to go, I used to train, come home, and I used to eat so much.
Yeah,
yeah,
But
right.
yeah, but once you get the understanding of nutrition, the amount of calories that you're intaking, that's when you can also see that transformation happening as well, right?
yeah. Because it's the
Exactly.
science, right? It's the science behind. You have to talk to people who's got good experience and who have done it before. For me, what worked for me is working with my coach in Italy, and
Yes.
the only thing I changed is my diet, and I, started to lose my weight like massively, from 70 to 61 within 3 months. So yeah. So also, if you're someone who's watching, who's into fitness and want to get into good shape for this summer, just send us a message. We'll contact you to whom you should talk and get the job done. So,
Yeah. I
yep,
think, we see lots of mm, videos on Instagram or wherever the social media platforms, but you really talk to someone, from the same, how to
Industry.
say, yes. So it's a bit easy because you know that person is not lying for money, right?
yep,
You know that they have done something okay that you can agree, and if you can see the results, then definitely they have done something good, right? With help or not.
yep.
I think when you live in Sri Lanka it's a bit difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom comes with good food every day, string
Yeah,
hoppers, kottu, whatever.
yeah,
I'm not telling that I don't like. Like. I really like. And when I was in Sri Lanka, my mom used to, because I'm a string hopper fan, my mom used to make lots of string hoppers and I just can't resist. With the time I learned how to resist. You can eat string hoppers whenever you want, but you are doing something if you eat this big portion of string hoppers. What's gonna happen? You'll end up being a string hopper. So so yeah, it's like you have to understand your priorities. The if you really want to lose your weight, you have to be consistent for a certain amount of time, right? Then
yep,
after that, you know what you really want. Then after that, you can change your schedule and have bit of food that you really love.
yep.
Come on, I don't think you have to forget about the food, all
Completely,
food that
right?
you really
Yeah.
love, right?
It
I
doesn't really
mean,
affect, right? It doesn't really affect when you eat it once in a while, and it's not the same when you're eating every day, right?
yes,
Because
yes,
when you are in a good diet for about, let's say, 3 to 4 months, and you are in a good shape, and okay, once in a while you try, for example, ice cream. It contains lots of sugar, and it's not gonna change anything in your body.
yes,
But if you are someone who's eating all this food every day, and that's where you're gonna change your body,
yeah,
right? And it's the same in the other side as well. You eat junk food every day, and you have 2 or 3 good meals, and your body won't change, right? It's the same
yes,
thing. You can have a cheat meal once in a while, but if you are someone who's eating every day, I don't think you will get the best results out of it.
yeah.
The
Definitely.
best example, I was in Rome for 4 days, and I was 61.5, and I was there for four days, and I ate everything almost. And now I came back yesterday. I was like 62, like 4 days.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So
yes.
consistent it matters.
Yeah, because for me, I like food. When I go to Sri Lanka, I eat. I eat. So, because I don't live to lose weight and constantly fight with my body, I have other things to do. I have food that I like, I have drinks that I like to have. So, it's about the finding the balance and understanding how your body works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
true,
that's why.
true.
Shut up and count your calories.
Since we were talking about fitness, there's one more point I wanna like mention. Well, I really appreciate that you record yourself sometimes in the gym and sharing in your Instagram and showing people, okay, if I can, you guys can do it too. And that's something I really like, and not many people doing it, right? Because sometimes people are so busy to go to the gym, but you are someone who's consistently posting your stuff, your weight loss, your progress, what you eat, and all of that. And I'm doing it too. So I wanna ask you like about content creation, because those videos are really good, like, good stuff in my work.
Yeah.
So tell me more about that. Like,
Okay. I find myself as a very creative person. I like to create.
yeah,
Doesn't matter if it's about the drink that I drink, the coffee, or the dumbbells. So when I'm at the gym, I work out. Workout comes first. I work out. I know that if I have to finish this in 2.5 hours or 2 hours, then I just do it. And when you set up your phone and when you start working out, it kind of affect your workout because you have to think about what you're rolling, right? Recording, right? Content creation is a collateral damage, let's say. It just come and it just go. So when I started posting my gym workout, so anything related to the gym, I built a really good network. People really did support me. And when I first lifted my 100 kilograms, like deadlift, people really texted me and let me know that my posture is not good. And they really helped. Kind of gave me the go and more excitement to create. So I know it's just I'm not doing this for myself, but I'm helping the others also.
yeah,
You know, I really like it. I really like it, and sometimes I create fun stuff. I constantly think about the weight, so sometimes it gives me this a situation, right? So today I'm lifting 100 and 100 and 100 for a month or two. I'm just lifting the same weight. So someone could come to me and ask, Saumya, you are still lifting 100. What's wrong? You don't want to grow or whatever. So I had that fear. So I constantly push myself to at least half to my barbell or whatever I'm lifting. So I know they see I'm I'm trying to, have a progress. I mean, it's not that you constantly think about the others, what they think about you or not, but it gives me a motivation to create more. I feel good when I post what I do. I don't know, Chetty, how it's for you, but I think like I've seen your videos also really nice, everything. But I don't know, we have different perspectives, right? Why do you record? How do you feel when you record?
when I started, right, like few years ago, I I was not like posting consistently, but then after coming to Delhi, I posted few videos and I got like really really good comments. Like few of my friends are like, bro, I'm really inspired like from you, what you are doing and what your meal prep and everything. It's really really good. I got inspired by you and I started to go to the gym. I was like, okay, that's good because this is something I do anyways, right? Even if I record or not, and if I
Yes.
can record and show people what I'm doing and my progress, that's something at least I can do from my side, right? I cannot open a new gym and I cannot be, a free trainer. From my side, what I can do, record myself and share with everyone what works for me. And I really interested like the feedback what I'm getting from it and
Yes.
really enjoying it.
It motivates you too, right?
Yeah, exactly. It just you make better connections. That's the first thing. And when you have good connections, you push yourself.
Yes.
You see what other people doing and
Yes.
you try to push yourself because for me I was running every Sunday, right? And then I was like, this Sunday if I don't feel like running, it's like, fuck, people watching me, I have to do this because if I'm not like consistent, people are not going to believe me. So
Yes.
just because of that, I wear my shoes and start running like 5 kilometers every Sunday. But
Yes.
yeah, it's always a good thing, you have to make it positive no matter what.
Yes. 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 It's not the pressure.
Yeah, it's not pressure. Yeah.
It's a really positive thing.
Yeah.
I think I should give the credit to the national powerlifter Ransilu.
Hmm.
When I first started to lift, not first, when I was struggling with my posture and everything, he personally texted and asked me if I need help, and he really encouraged me that I should start powerlifting. You have to reach out to people who are doing better than you, so you know that you really can take advices or something positive from them, because they will not come to you. So
Yeah.
if you need help, you have to go and ask. And I'm glad that I made good connections, because uh, he told me that I shouldn't directly, out of nowhere, I shouldn't go to the deadlifting table or platform and start lifting like a maniac. He said that you have to be calm and think about the weight and everything. He gave me really good tips. And then after I had, even after having a back pain, I managed to lift 150, which is something, big weight for me.
Yeah.
But tips really helped. It really helped. And
Yeah.
when I let him know that I managed to do certain things, he felt really good. And now I think we are kind of good friends out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
True. True. Because I think we were talking about this quote right recently. You shouldn't listen to the people if they don't have what you want in your life. For example, if you go and ask from like someone who's like fat about fitness and he's giving you tons of like tips for you. I mean, I'm talking about reality, right? Like how we used to get like got lots of tips about
Yes.
fitness from the people who are not in a good shape,
Yes.
and that distracted you from your
Yes.
goal.
Yes. And sometimes people, some people have the that's bad attitude. Sometimes people approach you to let you know that because you have good genes, you have a good body. you
Yep.
know it's like people always have something to tell you when you try to do something.
Yeah, that is something I do not care about what others think.
Of
Because
course.
if you have something to show, just fucking show it. Why you wanna hide it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because nobody's paying your bills at the end of the day. So, guys, talking about traveling with in her stories and in her profile, we have seen she has traveled many countries in Europe already, and right, Rashid?
Yeah, we have seen that you have traveled to so many places. So one question which I had, or which our team came up with, was how do you balance like work, travel, and also gym?
I don't know how to put this into word. So when you do 9 to 5 and when you have other responsibilities, it's a bit hard, right? And the budget and the planning, and since we live in Europe, I understand the tickets aren't that so expensive, but you have to connect dots. If you want to travel to Italy and then from there to Sweden, then there to somewhere else, then you have to connect dots and flights, where you sleep, how you go, and everything. You have to plan. And when you step into another country, you want to experience everything. When I go to Italy, pizza, pasta. Oh my God, I don't know how much I ate. And that was the goal I had. I wanted to eat pizza when I go to Italy because, come on, I'm a Sri Lankan and I had no plans to come to Italy. And back then, I don't think I had, big plans that I want to travel here and there. I always wanted to go out of Sri Lanka, but this is a big dream come true, right? So when I travel, I don't know how many steps I gather. Sometimes 60K when I was when I was in Rome, it was about 60K something.
Wow, that's a lot.
And I don't think I worried that too much about my fitness goal when I travel. I truly want to enjoy, but I think a bit about the food I eat. I especially don't like oily food. I try to avoid and have that understanding. Okay, after this vacation, I have to go home and I have to burn this. And eating is okay. You can eat whatever you want, and when you burn it, you really die with it. So I try to, kind of balance it. But when I first came to Europe, I had no money to travel. I was doing odd jobs and everything. I had no money. And when I have something now, I want to experience and I want to travel. And it also gives me the happiness that I'm looking for. So, collecting these small magnets and making, scrapbooks, these things make me happy. Traveling really makes me happy.
Honestly, don't know like how she's doing it, because I'm a person who like to travel, but then when I'm thinking about the studies, the finances, and the fitness, I cannot stay outside my home for about 3 to 4 days, man. It sucks. It's fuck up my whole routine.
You are doing the bachelor's or master's?
Masters.
Mm, yes. And last year, May 12th, I was in Venice. I finished my master's research and finished pre-defense and everything. And I gave myself the treat to go to Italy and relax. I understand when you study and when you have to support yourself financially and responsibilities and everything, it burns. You burn with it. But everything comes with a price.
I think that's a really good point. When you work your ass off and when you get some reward, you always have to treat yourself, and then only you can get more out of it, right? For example, you have a tough week, and what I do in the weekends, I cook something for myself and enjoy it, because I need to prepare myself for the next week. And
Yeah.
like she was saying, she was working on a research project, and once she's done with that, she had to travel to Italy, right? Treat herself.
Yes,
And that's something really
yes,
important, right? When you're treating
Because
yourself.
you have to always treat yourself, then only you will want to, move on. Like, okay, you have done so much, so I'm going to treat myself for this. And then you start your week again.
Yes, of course. The stress will always be there. The stress is inevitable, you know, and you have to learn how to cope up. If uh, if you stress yourself, then you will not get anything. You are just making yourself uncomfortable and the situation worst. And the mindset you really want is that, okay, this it is what it is, I'm gonna do this, and then after I'm gonna relax. So what you think is, you know that you have to relax, but you can relax if you get this thing done.
Yeah.
Not all of us can, go to Italy or somewhere to relax. Sometimes for me, when I was losing this weight, um, I was only wearing one pant because that's the only precious pant I had. That is the only precious pant could fit my body. And then I decided, once I lose this amount of weight, I'm going to treat myself with good gym clothes. I really did. I really did. And when I had this nice gym outfits, I kind of had more motivation to go to the gym because I know that these clothes look good on me. Yes, so I think that depends. You have to understand what really works for you. For
Yeah.
me, treating myself comes first. So whatever the stress is there, then a good period will come. I create that good period for myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen people saying work hard, hard, hard on yourself. And I have seen people actually working like their best, but they do not treat themselves and ended up, losing their productivity. They're
Yes,
going so
Burnout.
hard for themselves, but they never treat for themselves. They were like,
yes,
expensive, I'm not gonna do this.
yes.
Like, you shouldn't do that yourself. You should always
So,
treat yourself with something. You don't have to buy the most expensive iPhone for yourself, for example, as a gift, but maybe it's like it's a good dinner, or like she said, like a cloth, whatever. If you treat
yeah,
yourself and you will, if you are being grateful, you will get more out of it. I think
of
that
course.
worked for me and that worked for her, and I guess that will work for all of you guys if you are listening, right? Do you have anything to say for the people who are watching about our podcast? How was the feeling for you?
We consume lots of information um, on social media, whether it's a real photo or anything. It can be anything. But during this process, you shouldn't lose yourself, your authenticity. You shouldn't lose the originality of your thoughts, and take only the best that you can take from the social media, because social media itself is a really mad place. And when you scroll more, the more you scroll, the more you consume good and bad things. I think my idea is that not let the Instagram or social media consume you.
Thank you, Saumya, joining us. We had a really good time here because I personally learned many things out of this conversation. I hope Yashin did the same, and hope you guys learn something new for yourself because we talked about fitness, nutrition, traveling, time management, and all of that. So, which was really interesting for me. So, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, use the link down below to subscribe and hit the thumbs up. So, see you again in the next video.